Hello and good morning. Give me 1 second so I can check if I'm actually live absolutely everywhere, because that would be helpful, wouldn't it? In the meantime, I'm just going to wait for you guys to pop up and say hello. So come and say hello. So I am live in the Business Temple, and I believe that I am live also on YouTube. So let me just check. I should be. How are you today? How is life? What did 2023 do for you so far? That's what I want to know. Really, because I started by being completely ill, so it wasn't all that nice. So I do believe I am, hopefully, live everywhere. Anyway, I'm just going to start. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Make 2023 Your Bitch. I am literally so excited to give this training to you. 2023 has a complete different energy to it. And I want you to take this energy and literally make it yours, reach your 5-figure potential and take control of your life. Now, if you could say hello to me and say good morning to me, I would highly appreciate it. So I know that I'm actually talking to you. If you're watching on replay, just #replay, you know what to do. At any time, feel free to ask me a question. Now, StreamYard is a bit funny in the way that I can't always see who's creating a comment. So if you do write a comment and I can't see your name, I'm going to tell you. So then what you can do is literally write your comment next to your name. So then I can actually respond to you in a serious way rather than just saying, oh, hello, stranger. I have no idea who you are, but that's who I'm responding to. But anyway, what I'm going to do right now, I am going to share my screen because 2023 has no time to waste, absolutely none. And I am going to start with the presentation. So share my screen, share screen. Okay, can you see it? Yes, you can see it. Hello, 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 nice to see you. And then we are going to present it full screen and hopefully you can all see it. Yes. Okay. So make 2023 your bitch. Unlock your 5-figure potential and take control of your life this year. Now, trainings and workshops that I do at the beginning of the new year are my favorites. And the reason why I say that is that because although every single day is a brand new day for you to accomplish your goals or set a new vision, the beginning of the year has that kind of like energy and spark and twinkle into it, in which you're like, it's the beginning of the year. I can actually do shit. This year is going to be different. I mean, New Year's resolutions and all, right? I'm not going to make you do those because those don't work. So this year, I want you to focus solely on what you want to achieve. And in order for you to focus solely on what you want to achieve, which is a 5-figure year, and truly taking control and having your financial freedom and having your freedom of time, I want you to focus only on the good parts. Focus only on what needs to be done. No excuses, no limiting beliefs, absolutely nothing. Oh, hello, good morning. Absolutely nothing. Okay, that's what I want for you. But we are going to speak about it all in these 4 days of workshop. Now, I want to do a little bit of logistics, but I'm going to tell you who this training is for before I do that. So, one of the main things that I see my clients struggle with is that every single year, it feels like they're in a loop. So it feels like they're repeating the same year over and over and over again, which is quite frustrating. Okay. I was at one point at that level. I kept on doing the same things over and over again. And I wouldn't see any growth. I wouldn't see absolutely anything. And I was so frustrated at myself and at the goals that I wanted to accomplish. Keep on quitting on New Year's resolutions. Now, there's been a statistic done, and when somebody sets New Year's resolutions, then they tend to not be followed or just not go through. Good morning, you will need to catch up. No worries, I can't see your name because it tells me Facebook user, but the replay will be in the group. So even if at any point you need to pop out because you got the kids, school run and everything, then you can re-ping it in the Facebook group. New Year's resolutions gets destroyed, okay, and not followed through by the 18th of January. So today we're at the 16th of Jan. So ideally in 2 days, you're already given up on your New Year's resolutions. But you've got me this year, so there's no issue for that. Unsure you're able to achieve all your money goals because of the patterns you keep on holding on to. Now, today we are going to speak about limiting beliefs, and I'm going to help you with an exercise to release your limiting beliefs and to release the past, because that's what needs to be done in order to create space for 2023. But I do know how overwhelming it may sound. As in, I had money goals that were absolutely massive for the years. And I have a money goal this year that is just brilliant. But I did realize at one point that I was holding on to certain patterns that were not doing me right, that were not doing justice, that were literally just not serving me well. So we are going to shift that. Feel overwhelmed in business, still not able to reach a 5-figure business. Now, don't get me wrong, reaching a 5-figure business takes work, because it does take work, but it's not as impossible, it's not as hard as you may think right now and feel that is. Ready to level up your business and truly make an impact. Now, when one of my coaches asked me, Lara, what it is that you want to do? Now, I understand you want the 6-figure business and you want the house and you want the car and you want all of that. But what do you really want to do? And I had to think through. And I said, well, what I want to do is I want to revolutionize people's lives and make an impact in their lives. And I was like, oh, that's what I really want to do. So I am hoping to make an impact in your life just by these 4 days of training. And then, of course, if you want to carry on working with me, there is the opportunity to do so. But I am going to be so satisfied if in these 4 days I can revolutionize your life just a little bit. Not really feeling fulfilled, but what you are doing with life. Now, what you're doing with life right now, you might like it, you might not like it. It could feel that if you're here watching this training, okay, you're not completely 100% fulfilled and accomplished with what you were doing. So we need to change that. Hi, sorry I'm late. No worries, we just started. So no worries at all if you're late. I can't see your name. So if you want to put your name next to it so I know who I'm talking to, because StreamYard is annoying like that. Who am I? I'm that chick in Mykonos over there that was having the time of her life. Now, I'm Lara. I am a peak performance coach for life and business and an Instagram expert. What I do and what my main passion is I help business owners create a 5-figure business via Instagram, because I love the platform, without wasting time, energy, and money. Now, time, energy, and money are the 3 forces that absolutely rule my world and my life. And I tend to transfer all these 3 forces to my clients because they're extremely important. I am a neuroscience lover, and you will find that out in a little bit of pieces that I'm going to speak to you about these days. I am a certified life coach, so mindset for me is number 1, because there is no mindset in business that it's just like you won't be able to reach anything without a solid mindset. I was in the military, so yes, I do believe in discipline and I do believe in hard work. And of course, who doesn't know NLP? Fun fact about me, number 1, because it's number 1, I'm going to share with you 4 fun facts throughout this whole week. I have watched over 100 TV shows, some of them twice. Now, I'm a TV show freak. At the moment, I'm rewatching for the third time The Vampire Diaries. And then, of course, we've got Grey's Anatomy and Manifest and Gossip Girl, obviously, and Glee and all of that. So I would like to know what your favorite TV show is, so then I can add another one to my list and watch it. By all means, feel free to comment anytime that you like. Okay, and send me some hearts, send me some love, send me some emojis, even angry emojis is fine. If I say something that pisses you off, by all means, please send me angry emojis. So, what do I believe to be true? In order for you to reach success, I want you to really understand that it's a combination of mindset and structure. It's not one or the other one. It's both of them. So in this training, we are going to cover both of them, mindset and structure. So how do we achieve maximum success, especially in this training over here for the next 4 days? Now, the most important step is for you to get yourself every single day at 9 a.m. in front of your phone or your laptop and show up. Attend all the trainings, whether they're live or recorded. The recording will be, so you can watch the replay in the Facebook group until the end of the week. So you do have the time to catch up. I don't make these trainings extremely long because I value time so much. So I'm not going to keep you here for an hour and a half. Don't worry about that. Complete all the workbooks. This is where the real shit happens. Now, for every day, I am going to send you a workbook. Now, in order for you to have the workbook, you need to be signed up with the email. So if you are not signed up with the email, just pop your email in the comments and I will add you to the list so then you can actually receive the workbooks. The reason why I say that the workbooks is where the real shit happens, is that implementation is absolutely everything. There is no such thing as doing something and listening to me and then saying, oh yeah, well, it's all nice words and I like what Laura just said. Yeah, that's not enough. You need to put in the work. So the more you put in, the more you're going to gain. Do not give up. Please do not give up. Success takes consistency, loads of consistency, okay? And it's not overnight at all. The more ambitious your goals are, and I know some of you have extremely big and massive goals, which I truly appreciate, the more resistance you might face. So these 4 days is your opportunity to break through it. You have me for 4 days. Any questions that you want to ask, and there will be threads in the actual Facebook group. Any questions that you want to ask, any doubts that you have, ask them. Because that's the only way that you're going to break through. Trying to do everything yourself sometimes doesn't work. You need someone that pushes you and takes you out of the gutter and says, you know what? Maybe try and look at it a different way. Maybe try and do this thing in a different way. Your mental growth is a requirement to reach your business goals. They are interlinked together, one with the other. Reframe challenges to be part of the journey that makes it worth it. So with this, I'm not telling you to say no to challenges because they're negative. I want you to understand that challenges are part of your business journey and you will face them. And the more you face challenges, the more you're actually going to reach success. So I want you to remove what you should do in 2023. Okay? There is no, I should do this, or I should open a Facebook group, but I'm not going to do it because I can't be bothered. I should go on Instagram and go live on Instagram, but I'm not going to do it because I don't like the sound of my voice. I should calculate all my expenses, but I'm not going to be doing it because it's boring. No. In 2023, in order to take control of your life and reach your 5-figure potential, you need to do what needs to be done. Full stop. There is a full stop on purpose over there. You need to do what needs to be done. Remove what you should do in 2023 do what you want to do. So how do we combine the doing what you want to do with the doing what needs to be done? You need to find a solution for that. So if you do not want to do the accountability expenses part of the business, and I take that because I really don't like that part. So the expenses of the business, then hire an accountant because it needs to be done. So whether it's you physically doing it or somebody else doing it, so delegating, it needs to be done. Because what you want to do is reach your vision. That's the number one goal. So the moment that you know what you want to do, you also know what needs to be done to get where you want to go. So up until now, here are some mistakes that you may have been making. You set uninspiring goals. Now, uninspiring goals are the death of me. And the reason why I say that is because when I set a goal that does not light me up, that does not put firecrackers up my bum, that tells me, you know what, Laura, you have to wake up every single morning because that's the goal that you have. And I'll be like, okay, but it's a stupid goal. I don't care about that goal. Okay, because it's tiny. Okay. Then I'm not going to wake up every morning with sparks up my bum saying, you know what, Laura, get up, do this. This is your to-do list, and this is how you're going to get there. So I want you to set inspiring goals. Right now, if I ask you right now, please post in the comments, what is your goal for 2023? Let me know right now what your number one goal is for 2023. And once you write that, I want to know how it feels to have that goal. That's the important part. How does it feel to have that goal? When you write down that goal, how does it feel? So what are you going to tell yourself? So if my goal for 2023 is to reach £250,000. Now, when I think about that and when I look at that, I get shivers. I get shivers because I know that's what I really want. So what is your goal for 2023? To reach 5 stars for my food business. Okay, this is brilliant. How do you feel when you read that out loud? Let me know how it makes you feel, because that's the important part. I love Only Fools and Horses and Supernatural. Okay, I haven't watched either of them. I watched a couple of episodes of Supernatural, but not Fools and Horses. So I will have to add that one to the list. Thank you, Kez. Amazing. I feel amazing and all tingly. Yes, that tingly sensation that you've got within you when you're just like, oh, you know what? Yes, I've got that goal and I like that goal. Love that. Okay. Another mistake that you have been making is that you gave yourself too many goals to accomplish. Now, I'm going to teach you tomorrow. Okay, we're going to speak about this tomorrow. How you are going to give yourself less goals this year, but you're going to achieve more. Because when you put too many goals, you are going to overwhelm your nervous system. So instead of having that tingly sensation that is like, oh, I want 250K this year, I have this tingly sensation all the way through my body. Okay, you're going to have, fuck, these are too many goals. How the fuck am I going to achieve all of them? See, Amy, I want to book a family holiday with my money. Oh, I love that. Oh. I really, really love that. I love that goal. And it makes me feel empowered. Yeah, oh God. Empowered is, I feel like it's one of the words together with vision and commitment that I'm going to keep for 2023. I decided 2023 is going to be empowering. And everything that I'm going to put out is going to be empowering. Every time that I'm going to do something is going to feel in an empowering way because I want the power. I want the power in 2023. So yes, empowered is an incredible emotion to get hold of for you to reach your goals. Another mistake that you may have been making is that you didn't actually believe that your goals were possible for you. Now it happens, all right? Now, if I had to put a goal of reaching 10 millions this year, all right, I was just like, well, no. Although, as good as it may sound, 10 millions, okay, I'm not going to reach 10 millions this year. It's not viable. It's not doable with the settings that I have right now, the foundations that I have right now, 250K. Well, then that's doable. But 10 millions, I can't do that. So already I would be starting with the belief that it wasn't going to be possible for me. Hence why I was not going to achieve it. And that's a mistake that I could have made. You overthought the entire process and ended up not knowing what truly needs to be done. Now, this one is one of the ones that are most common, okay? You overthinking, because I know you're overthinking right now. I know, I can see you, okay? I can read your mind right now and know that you're overthinking the entire process on how the fuck do I reach my goals and ended up not knowing what needs to be done. You did not take the time to let go of the past year and learn from it. That's what we're going to do today. And that's because you neglected your mindset and your subconscious mind in the process of making your goals a reality. Don't worry, we're going to figure all that out in these 4 days. I'm going to make you work, I'm telling you. So before we dive in on how to create space, because that's what we're doing for 2023, the question is, what is your intention for the next 4 days with me? Now, this has nothing to do with the goals that you have for 2023. I want to know what your intention for the next 4 days with me is. That's what I want to know. So, for example, right, if I have, are you going to go forward? No? Maybe? Oh, I like this. I love this. I love when just like Canva does my heading. And although I love Canva so much, so could we please just keep on going? I'll be back. Give me 2 seconds. Share screen again. Share screen again, please. Yes, you. Share screen again. Okay. Thank you. Canva, you are amazing. So if something were to happen by the end of this week and it were to absolutely blow your mind and make this training 100% worth it, what would it be? My intention is to listen to Laura and do what she says. Okay, Amy. Thank you. Thank you. I truly feel, right now, I feel empowered. Right now, with this sentence that you just said, I feel empowered and extremely grateful as well. So my intention is to listen to Laura and do what she says. I love that. So one of my intentions for you would be to have complete clarity of what you want to achieve in 2023. It would be to have complete release of what 2022 has given you and literally start 2023 with a clear mind. So then what you're going to do is you're going to set the foundation in January to achieve everything that you want to achieve in 2023. Because don't get me wrong, like the start of the year is something absolutely incredible, right? It powers you up and it fires you up and you've got like, oh, it's a new year and it's January and everything. But there's 12 months in a year. And sometimes we forget all that we can accomplish because we expect to do everything within those tiny 90 days. So the first quarter of the business year, when there's another 3 quarters on top of the first one. So think about that. My intention is to work hard. This is what Kes is saying. Yes, I do like hard work. Yes, 100%. So in the workbook, there is a question, and it's the same question, which is, if something were to happen by the end of this week and it were to absolutely blow your mind and make this training 100% worth it, what would that be? Now, the way that I put that, and I will explain to you how to do it, is I put it in the thank you format. So when you write how to, okay, see, thank you, Amy. Gave me an example over there. So clarity, focus, monthly targets, and to kick overwhelm out the door. Okay, so what would it be? What would it be for you to, what would you like to accomplish by the end of these 4 days? So clarity is the first thing that Amy says. So in the workbook, Amy would write, thank you for the clarity that I've obtained about my 2023 goals and business strategy. Because that's what she's going to obtain. I'll tell you. Thank you for the focus that I was able to put in place for my 2023 goals. Thank you for understanding exactly what my monthly targets are and how to kick overwhelm out the door. That's what Amy would write. Procrastination needs to be gone to, oh God, yes, it will. Procrastination is given by the limiting beliefs that you're telling yourself, because you're always using an excuse to not do something because subconsciously you don't actually believe that you're able to do that. So you are going to kick procrastination in the bum and it's going to go away. I can promise you that. So we release, how do we release 2022? Because it's easy to say, let's just release it. We release 2022 in 3 steps. Now, step 1, we are going to evaluate. Step 2, we are going to reframe. And step 3, we are going to let go. Now, step 1, evaluate. Without proper self-evaluation, failure is inevitable. So how do we evaluate? This is so annoying. Okay, somebody remind me, please, of not putting videos on a big board anymore on Canva. So step 1, evaluate. What did you accomplish in 2022? Now, the biggest mistakes that business owners do is that they don't check what they've done in the year before. So then they keep on repeating the same mistakes over and over again. Now, let's take Instagram, for example, right? So with my VIP clients, I tell my VIP clients to check their Instagram stats every single week. Now, the reason why I do that is not because I want to be annoying and I want them to work harder than what they're supposed to do. The reason why I do that is because the more you check if something is working or not working, the easier for you it will be to change trajectory. And of course, understanding whether what you're doing is going towards the right place where you wanted to go or not go towards the right place. So when we do it weekly for some stats on Instagram, why should we not do it yearly for the entire past year that has just gone by? So step 1 is the evaluation process. And I need you today to sit with yourself and understand and feel what you accomplished, and take a look at your planner. Take a look at the planner from last year. What did you accomplish? What were your wins? Go and check. One way that I do it, and I really like to do that, is I take my phone out and I have over 24,000 pictures and videos, and don't grill me for that, please. And what I do, I scroll all through the beginning of last year and I go and check out what I've done. And in that way, I can remind myself that everything is possible. I can remember what I've done. I can understand if I've done something else, something right or something wrong. Because of course, the screenshots over there, there's me talking in videos. I can look at myself and say, ooh, she was not sleeping. Ooh, no, this does not work. Ooh, I like her over here. That's what I do with myself. So where was the majority of your time, energy, and money spent? Remember, 3 forces: time, energy, and money. What made 2022 the year that it was? What were the highlights? Now, the camera roll is so important for this. What were the highlights? What were the hell yeses? Now, every year, this is so annoying. Every year, I tell myself to write all the wins that I've had, all of them, and like on a daily basis. And every year, I just don't do it. I'm terrible at celebrating. Okay, terrible at celebrating myself. Terrible at doing the wins. But then when I went to evaluate my 2022 and looked at money goals that I had and that I accomplished, I was like, oh. And I looked at and I was very surprised. And I was like, oh, I could actually be proud of myself. And that gave me a boost of confidence because out of 12 months, I reached my monthly money target 9 months out of 12. And I looked at it over there and was like, well, it didn't feel that way because I didn't celebrate it. So go back and check out what the highlights were, what the hell yeses were, what mistakes you made. Because if I know that a launch didn't go as expected, I know that that launch didn't go as expected because I haven't warmed up my audience well, or the sales page was not proper. But at least I can understand what I did wrong. Check some regrets that you've got. What you could have done, what you should have done. What about ifs and the buts and all the repeating patterns? The more you repeat a pattern, the more it's engraved in your subconscious mind, the more you will keep on repeating it. If that pattern is a good pattern, then we're all good. But if that pattern is a bad pattern that makes you do and makes you procrastinate and makes you do things that you're not supposed to do, then we have an issue. We do have a big problem. Step 2, reframe. Now, limits exists only in your mind. And I love this. I truly, truly love this. So what are your limiting beliefs? Now, let me know what your limiting beliefs are. Write in the comments what you think your limiting beliefs are right now. Because I am going to show you how you are going to find out what your limiting beliefs are. The reason I'm asking you this is because the moment that you change your filters, you change your life. Now, whatever you believe to be true, your mind will literally delete, distort, or generalize information in reality to match your programming. So how does it work? You have a subconscious mind that detains 95% of the power, okay? In this subconscious mind, you have certain beliefs. Now, thanks to the RAS, which is the reticular activating system, this is when neuroscience comes in, whatever you believe to be true, okay, every time a situation happens, so every time there is a situation that is an external situation, what the RAS does, it will delete, distort, and generalize the information given by the situation based on what the subconscious mind is telling them. So the moment that you become aware of the subconscious mind and what filters you have put in there, you are able to change those filters and install new beliefs that are in alignment with the vision that you're creating for your life. Yes, this is a perfect limiting belief. I am too busy with kids to do everything I want to do. Yes. Now, limiting beliefs sometimes can be rooted deep down into the subconscious. Sometimes they're just excuses that we tell ourselves. But usually there's always something else that is deeper. Kez says, I never have enough money to help me grow. You don't need that much money to grow. Let's start with that. So that is a limiting belief that we need to absolutely destroy 100%. So let's see how a reframe of a limiting belief works. You decide to start a business, okay? You launch your very first offer and no one buys. which happened to me. It was tears. Anyway, you launch your second offer and only one person buys. So what do you automatically think? I don't believe that success is possible for me, so it's not worth it for me to launch it again. I'll just go back to my corporate job. That's the first thing that you're going to think, because you're going to put yourself down. You're going to go down the rabbit hole of overwhelm and being sad, and you're not going to want to continue. Instead of saying that, you reframe it and you change your thoughts by saying, even though I've never achieved the level of success that I desired before, I have faith that it's 100% possible for me. Now, by doing that, the action that you're going to take is, fuck it. I'm going to try again. I'm going to see and evaluate what I've done right and what I've done wrong. And I'm going to make all of this and understand exactly why it hasn't been working, so then I can make it work, even if it's just one small thing. Second thought that might come up to you is, everyone in my family failed at being an entrepreneur, so I'm doomed to fail. Or you can reframe it, everyone in my family failed at being an entrepreneur, but they're not me. Like, I'm the motherfucking queen. Like, think that. I'm the motherfucking queen. Every time you think you can't do it because somebody else has not done it, okay, and you feel like your success is linked to their success, no. You are completely different, and you can do whatever you want to do and reach anything that you want to reach. My friends laughed when I told them starting a business, and now I feel even more embarrassed that no one bought from me. My friends laughed when I told them I started a business. It could be family. So what? One day they asked me how I did it. One day, when they're still at their 9 to 5 and still hating their boss, you'll be over there sipping champagne. That's the way that I see it. So you're always going to reframe it. This is how you reframe a limiting belief, because whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right, 100% right. And this is my favorite sentence ever. Like, Henry Ford wrote it and said it. And I don't know if you know the biography of Henry Ford, but it's a really nice one to go and read. Just small snippets of it. So what is a limiting belief? A limiting belief is a belief that you have that is completely out of alignment with the vision that you want to create. The reason why it's out of alignment is because it doesn't serve you. So it's not helpful. So it's something that holds you back and limits you to where you want to go. It's a lie that you were taught or told yourself over and over again until you believed it. So when Kes says, I never have enough money to help me grow, that is something that she might have heard from someone else. She made it hers. She convinced herself. She actually believed it. And now it's so rooted in her subconscious mind that she needs to kick it out, because otherwise she's always going to think that she needs money to grow. She doesn't. What is a limiting belief? They are in charge, as I said before, of what your RAS picks up from the environment. So based on what your subconscious mind is telling you, they delete, distort, or generalize reality automatically. You can't even see that. You can't feel it. You can't control it unless you rewire absolutely everything. And they affect every single decision you make and action you take. If Amy believes that she's too busy with the kids to do everything that she wants to do, every time the kids say, Mom, could you please get me chocolate? She's going to say no. All right. But when he says, Mom, could you please prepare dinner? And she is in the middle of creating beautiful posts for Instagram, then automatically her brain is going to be like, oh, I need to go and help the kids straight away. It's not like, oh, could you give me 5 minutes, please? Because I need to finish this, because this is priority. That's your subconscious mind that is telling you, no, go and help the kids, because you're too busy with the kids. And that, for the subconscious mind, that is priority. They're the pillars of your mental health. So, of course, they're interlinked to your success. And they do determine how you feel on a daily basis and your consistency and your vision and how you want to carry on. How to find your limiting beliefs. Anything that comes up for you that tells you why you cannot reach the goals that you want to reach is a limiting belief. So I cannot reach the goal that I want to reach. Okay. I cannot reach a 5-figure business because I don't have the money to invest. I cannot go live because the kids are shouting in the background. Of course, it goes deeper than that because it's made of layers. So the kids are shouting in the background. What do you believe to be true about the kids shouting in the background? Oh, well, it's not going to be a perfect live because they might come and disturb me while I'm going live. So what does that say about you? That says about me that I am a person that cannot have a normal life because I've got the kids, and I don't feel like people are going to appreciate my normal life because I've got the kids coming in. Amy, does that sum it up a little bit? So anything that comes up for you that tells you why you can't reach the goals that you want to reach is a limiting belief. So what do? We let go. We let go of our limiting beliefs. We let go of 2022. We let go of everything that is not serving us right. Your path touches the surface. I knew it. So your past exists only in your mind. Screenshot this thing. Take a picture. Tag me on Instagram. Remember it. Because this, if you allow your brain to click on what I just said, your life is going to change forever. Your past exists only in your mind. Yesterday, okay, exists only in your mind. It cannot come back. It does not tangibly exist. It's not here. It will never come back. It's not going to be here at any time whatsoever, because what you need to focus on is your present and your future. So your past only exists in your mind. Are you ready to let go of everything that did not serve you in 2022? I'm sure you are. I'm 100% sure you are. Your past is over. The only way that your past exists at all is in your thought about it now. You're the one that's bringing the past alive, because the past is dead, because it's behind you. It's gone. It's not coming back. What you tell yourself about your past is a story that you're telling yourself and you're repeating over and over again. So if I asked you, okay, what happened yesterday? You're like, oh, well, yesterday I woke up and I made breakfast and then I went to do some grocery shopping. You're telling your story about your past. The only thing that you have right now about your past are your current thoughts about it, not the actual past, because the past is gone. Let that sink in for a little bit. Just 1 second, just 5 seconds. Let that sink in. If you allow your past to control you, so any mistakes that you made, any would have, should have, but ifs that you did in 2022, you will always be stuck and will not be able to move forward. It needs to be released. Now, in the workbook, you will find a powerful exercise to release it all. Now, I suggest you have water next to you. That's all I'm going to say. You'll just have to figure out what is in the workbook in order for you. But there is an extremely powerful exercise to release your past and everything that you have done that you didn't like, that you want to get a grip on. Yes, as it was shit show. Hell yes, it can stay in the past. See? Exactly. Stays in the past. Amy's learning so fast right now. Next steps plus tomorrow. So download the workbook. Only if you're signed up via email, you can have access to the workbook, and complete it by tomorrow. Go back. The workbook will reach your inbox in about 20 minutes, and complete it by tomorrow. If you need to go back, watch again the replay. That's fine. It's going to be in the Facebook group. Ask any questions in the thread. Let me know your aha moments. Let me know if something changed. Let me know what clicked for you. What we're going to speak about tomorrow, we are going to create the vision for 2023. We're going to dive deep into quantum physics. Finally, I love teaching quantum physics, and the world of goal setting. So we're going to do traditional goal settings with a hint of quantum physics and a little bit of time collapsing. But I don't want to tell you too much. So download the workbook, complete the workbook, ask your questions in the thread, and let me know what you've learned from today's training. I am going to see you tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Thank you for commenting. I really, really do appreciate you. And I'll speak to you tomorrow morning, still 9 a.m. UK time.